All right, we are about to begin an hour of organized chaos because it is a Jet Award Day at 1620 The Zone, where you never know what's going to happen. And that's the start of it. Thank you, Michael. All right, tonight is the Jet Award at Baxter Arena. Tickets available?
Yeah, GA tickets. That's it.
GA tickets are available for tonight. It is a great event. There is a long list of award winners that have gone on to big things that get to come, and we get to celebrate with them. We get to have them in studio, and we get to have, I got to be careful here because you know your audience, right? The winner this year, we will at least give you this. So I must preference this before I introduce you. We are fans of Stroh. So we are fans of Iowa Western. But this year's Jet Award winner, and rightfully so, Katen Wetjen from Iowa. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Appreciate it, guys.
All right. So you know your audience, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people who don't like you, Katen, who are listening to the show. There are a
figured.
lot of people who just heard that the Jet Award winner was from Iowa, and they just rolled their eyes all the way to the back of their head. There might be people who tuned out being like, I don't want to hear this Hawkeye talk.
I apologize. You guys might have like 3 viewers. Listeners, so.
But and you know, and now you've gotten to know Michael and Johnny and the entire crew, and we watched you play, and you know you're returning kicks, and the year before is Cooper DeJean, and we'll talk about the Minnesota game. But what does it mean? Because you walked on. You had a really good career at Iowa Western from high school in Iowa. You go to Iowa and you get to be an integral part of that team. What does this award mean to you to culminate your season last year?
It means the world, man. I mean, especially the previous returners before me who've won the award. I mean, all the dudes have went to go. They've went and done good things. So, I mean, Chris McCaffrey, one of those guys, Tavon Austin. I mean, the list goes on, and it's just awesome to be a part of the kind of family with those guys.
You were, I mean, let's not make any bones about it. I mean, you were the best returner in the country this season. You led not only in kick return yards, but punt return yards as well. And then also, I want to throw that out there, kick return average too, 28 yards every time you returned a kick. I got to know, when you were on the sideline and it was third down and you knew that, you know, a punt was probably coming here from the other team, what did that feel like, knowing that, hey, I'm probably going to enter the field here, I'm going to be able to make a difference? Did you get nervous a little bit every time? Did you get excited every time? What's that feeling like?
I always wanted the ball, man, especially the year before Cooper. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple games that it was coming down to crunch time and he returned one, and I mean, the crowd reaction, man, they go nuts. So, yeah. I mean, that I wanted the ball. I wanted him to punt it. I'm like, give me the ball and I'll show you guys what I can do.
Sure.
And hopefully either score or get us in field position to score.
What did you like better? A kick return or a punt return that got your home crowd going, or a kick return or a punt return that silenced an away crowd, that took the energy out of the building?
I have yet to score a return at somebody else's stadium.
Okay.
So that's the plan for this year.
Okay.
Hopefully in Nebraska for all the viewers out there. So. But wow. I mean, listen to the home crowd, man.
We can wait a little bit.
Johnny, Johnny, we don't want that. We like you. We don't like that.
How did you end up at Iowa Western? I know you were on a really good high school football team over in Williamsburg, but take us through the journey of, you know, you probably had opportunities maybe initially to walk on at Iowa or even Iowa State or elsewhere, but why Iowa Western to play for a guy who we hold in high regard, Coach Strohmeyer? Why was that the best option for you?
I honestly didn't have any offers that I felt that I wanted. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Iowa offered me a walk-on position, but they told me they possibly would have changed me to defense, safety. I'm like, I don't know if I'm a safety type. I don't know if you guys see me tackle in high school, but that, and then, I mean, I had a couple FCS offers, and I just kind of wanted to bet on myself, go to Iowa Western. I've seen some guys come. So Nick Easley played at Iowa and went to the league for a couple years. He played at Iowa Western. So I kind of wanted to do something along those lines, and went and did it, and it paid off. So
why is the connection between Iowa and Iowa Western so strong?
I just feel like Coach Strohmeyer, I mean, you guys know him. He builds great guys, and Iowa not only looks at how good you are as a player, but they look at character as well. So, I mean, that's one of the main reasons why we get so many good dudes from Iowa Western or other junior colleges or lower level schools, because, I mean, if you have great character, they're willing to take you. So,
Johnny, first of all, congratulations. Another year of the Jet Award and another stellar winner. When you looked at Katen's season, what stood out to you?
We're looking for the best men on the planet. And he clearly has been the best man on the planet. He's the baddest man that we got out there right now.
Appreciate it.
And I'm sure he realizes that a lot of his big success comes because his team has the right attitude. Our deal was everybody got to get a block because I don't care how good you are. If you don't get blocks, you don't get help from the rest of the team. But they believed enough in him that if they would get that block, that he would do the rest. And it comes true. You are what you think about most of the time, and he's thinking about winning. Winning isn't everything, but we do rate it right up there with oxygen. It's pretty darn important.
Hey, so another thing, and this is a topic on this side of the river about special teams, and you guys have one of the best special teams coaches across college football in LeVar Woods. What's the emphasis like on special teams at Iowa that makes you guys so good across the board?
We make sure to implement it in every practice. I mean, even our walkthroughs and stuff, we're doing something along the lines of special teams, which I'm sure many other teams in the country are doing that as well. But we, especially the meetings and everything, it's just a high focus on special teams. And I mean, you've seen what we could do the past couple of years, and the guys we've had and the units we've had. I mean, we've had, like Johnny said, the great blockers. I don't know if anybody watched the Missouri kick return I had, but the kicker was the only guy who brushed me. And I mean, those guys left me untouched. So if they're doing that every time, I mean, all credit goes out to them, man. I don't have to do anything but run. So, I mean, just the study and all the film we have together, it just really brings the unit together and makes us as good as we are. So.
The guy before you not only is one hell of a defensive back who just won a Super Bowl, but he was also an incredible returner in Cooper DeJean. What did you learn, being under him, and what was that relationship like between you two, knowing that, hey, I'm eventually going to take your shoes and be at where you're at right now?
Yeah, well, he was awesome, man, and even before him, so I got there when Charlie Jones was there as well, and he won Return of the Year in the Big Ten, and I mean, having both of those guys to mentor me, and they were just, because I was telling them we all have our own styles, but just them kind of learning how they return and just how to read blocks and stuff. I mean, obviously those two dudes are a hell of a mentor for me. I mean, they helped me get to where I am today, and I mean, if it wasn't for them teaching me how to do the stuff, wouldn't be here. So.
Johnny, what advice do you give? I mean, you get a chance to meet all these young men who are great at their craft or moving on to the next level. But if you had to give them advice, if you were coaching returners, what advice would you give in today's college football?
Well, if I was a coach, I'd make an emphasis on the example. Clearly, that football basically is offense, defense, and special teams. And I'm going to put just as much emphasis on special teams as I put on offense and defense. It's a third of the game, period. And if you can convince a guy that he can have that opportunity, and they're going to put emphasis on it, but lots of coaches I've seen that they don't even have hardly that much practice on punt returns and kickoffs and things on special teams. It's just something you put whoever doesn't really get to play, let's put him in on special teams. Well, we took the attitude that we were going to pick out our best players, and we we're going to put them on there and call it a special team. And it was their job to get yards, to get good field position, because you don't always have to score, but you have to get good field position because that's the very emphasis of the game, because it's a third of the game. So we have to have a lot of times people say, well, I can just lag up and I can just, kick it on special teams. No, special teams, you got to put it in there just like you're an offense or defensive player, because it is a third of the game. It's very important.
What do you think made Coach Devaney and Osborne different? They put so much of an emphasis. Like I always say this, JR, Coach Osborne was ahead of the curve, like analytics on if we return a kick to this particular yard line, we're going to score. But Coach Devaney and Coach Osborne, that was like a special point of emphasis every year with special teams. What was it about them, why that was so big compared to maybe some other coaches that we've seen come post that era?
Well, they just weren't really informed. Like I've said, it's very easy to don't take it serious. But Cletus Fisher was the guy who actually put it together. And if we had, what are the percentages? We can get 10 more yards closer on a punt or a kickoff than we were with the percentages and average that we're going to be able to score 3 points even. Some points is because we were able to get a good return on a kickoff or a punt.
Johnny, I was at the welcome event yesterday, and Michael Severe, the director of all this, was talking about how 14 years ago, this started and you were wondering, why isn't there a big college football award for returners? Can you tell that story? Was there a moment? Was there an aha moment of you were just sitting around being like, damn it, why don't we have something that celebrates this? And maybe I should do something about it?
Well, I remember way back, I thought about children's bedding. They didn't have children's beddings with sports on it, at the time. So I thought, let's try that. Then I remember when I lived in Montreal, they had entertainment and they had entertainment. Well, when I came to San Diego, they had the largest saturation of cable in the United States, but they didn't have a cable TV magazine. They didn't have no listings for nobody at all. So I took the idea from entertainment and going out every night and TV and cable listings put together and had the largest magazine in the history of San Diego. It came the same way. I just thought that how in the heck can guys be running 100-yard touchdowns and they don't get an award?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And I checked the stats out and there was no award for it. So we decided right then that we were going to make it happen because I believe clearly that you are what you think about most of the time. Yeah. What are you thinking? The thoughts are not just things; they're the cause of things. And if you hold a thought long enough, you can have it. And we've held this thought for 14 years, and now we're creating, highlighting some of the baddest men on the planet. And they're the Jet Award winners.
And this year is Katen Wetjen from Iowa, who thank you to your coaching staff, because last year we had a really good winner, but he was not allowed to come here for spring football. So when you won this, what was the reaction of Coach Ferentz?
He just congratulated me, man. He texted me. All the coaches were texting me, and then Coach Woods was like, "Yeah, you're going. Like, you're going to the award ceremony." I'm like, "Sounds good to me." Hey, we have practice today, so I'm the old man. I'm the old man. They gave me a day off practice, and
I'm telling you, a lot of coaches don't have that attitude. We've had times where we've had to pull teeth.
Oh, I know. Michael knows.
Coaches to let their players come to the event. We had to get Mike Garrett to get in several times to try to help talk a kid.
Dory Jackson.
Yeah.
When he won it. So Matt and myself and Jimmy and Michael are not going to return a kickoff 100 yards. What's that like?
Yeah. Honestly, I always try to picture it, and then when it actually happens, it's just a blink of an eye, and you're there, and I'm like, what the hell just happened?
You black out?
So take us through the Music City Bowl one.
Not necessarily, but you just see the crease, and then once you get past the kick, you're like, okay, game over. And then, I had one of my guys running down block, and he blocked for like a full 60 yards. And when he was out there, I'm like, yeah, I'm scoring for sure. But just listening to the crowd reaction too, man, just slowly getting louder. It's like turning the volume up in your headphones is what it's like. And once it's just blaring, you're just running, man, and everything. It's awesome. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's an awesome feeling. So,
is it like a oh my god, and then you hit it?
It is. Yeah,
that's absolutely incredible. Now, I want to ask both of you. I love seeing these viral videos of these random people who, the average athlete, right, go and try and catch a punt, right, and it's spinning on you, and you think it's easy because we watch you guys do it.
They don't want to do it.
No, we watch you guys do it. And it's like, oh, that's easy. It's like a fly ball. You're going up there. Tell the people, how hard is it actually to read that ball in the air? And now with all the spins and the punters and how they're placing it, there's so much science that goes into it now. Just how hard is it to actually get under that ball?
Well, with all the Australians now, Johnny, I don't know how many Aussies you play with, but them suckers, man, their balls are, you can't judge them, and it's all practice.
Sure.
Like I'm lucky to have Australian punters in practice,
sure.
So practice with them helps me field them in games.
Well, it's not catching it that's tough; it's catching it when they're running down on your ass. They are kicking as high as they can sometimes, so they can get their men to cover, so they're right down there on you when you catch it.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to catch it with the man right on you.
Yeah,
that's
sometimes
crazy.
if you're going to do it. And my team's job was my up man. His job was to get that first man. If you can get that first man, because they got a couple guys coming down full speed on you.
Sure.
And it's not catching; it's catching it in traffic.
Yeah,
it's rough.
I got to ask you, Katen, because you've caught punts for my guy. How is it catching a punt from Tory Taylor? That's talk about an Aussie who can punt it.
You can sit down and have a coffee watching that ball float up in the air, dude. the hang time he gets and the amount of distance he has, and I mean the guy we have right now, he's right behind him, and he's young and still learning, but I have full confidence that he can get to right where Torrey is. So, I mean, just catching from those guys, it's crazy, man. Because I mean, you play other punters in the games, and you're like, okay, like the one guy had like 7 returns off of the first game, and when you have a punter like that who can kick it out, I mean, they can change the game because you can not let the returner have a return of the whole game if you kick it with hang time, and so, I mean, it was awesome, man. Awesome working with those guys.
Worthy winner this year of the Jet Award, Katen Wetjen from Iowa, who led the nation with 727 kick return yards, 328 tops in the Big Ten in punt return yards. Friend of mine, who his son was on a visit over in Iowa City over the weekend, was in your weight room, and he showed me that there's a picture of Drew Stevens and his field goal against Nebraska is up in the weight room.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just get to this. First of all, that night, that game, and everything that was around it, whether you were shaking hands or the way the game ended, and then just from your standpoint, because you mentioned earlier one of your good friends is a Nebraska fan.
Yeah.
What's Nebraska? When I say Nebraska over in Iowa City, take me through the emotions of that game when it's time to play Iowa, Nebraska at the end of the year on Black Friday.
I mean, it's always trophy game too as well, and we pride ourselves in trophy games there in Iowa City. So every time, I mean, Coach Ferentz always show a picture of I don't know what the hell the guy's name is. Who's the little blow up?
Little Red?
Little Red?
Little Red, yep, that's it. They'll show a picture of him, and everybody's just laughing. Yeah.
Like his motivation? Why does he show it?
It's just on a Monday in the meetings, and he'll show a picture, and everybody. He's like, I don't know what the hell this is, but because I guess that was 2 years ago when we were playing there. He's like, so if you see this guy, don't be scared. He'll be there, but I mean. We try to treat it like every other game as well, but trophy games for sure. We're all kind of amped up, but I mean, it's Nebraska, Iowa, man. It's always a good game, and he lets us know. He's like, it's going to be a close, tough game.
Sure.
So, I mean, don't ever think you're going to beat a team or get beat by a team. So you just know it's going to be a tough game and ride it out till the end, man.
Brand new quarterback. Give us an outlook on, and he is coming from South Dakota State. He's not fully healthy, but what will Iowa 2025 look like?
I got high hopes, man. I mean, we still got a lot of stuff to work on offensively and defensively, and it's still really early to tell. But, I mean, if we can put all the pieces together and with all the guys we have, I think it should be a really good year for us. So,
a listener who is an Iowa fan wants to know, did you text with Cooper DeJean after his Super Bowl return for a touchdown?
I did for sure. And I actually texted him before the game because it was his birthday. So I
Oh,
said,
that's
happy
nice.
birthday, and then said some stuff after. Probably can't say it on here, but I was like, holy crap. Touchdown the Super Bowl. But he texted me back at like 5 in the morning. I'm sure he had a good night after that. But,
It probably did. Probably had some fun.
Also, your thoughts, because one of the more famous punt returns he's known for did not count. Your reaction to the Minnesota game 2 years ago.
That is still, I think that's the craziest I've ever seen a stadium go, man. Everybody everybody's jaw was dropped, and everybody's like, what the hell just happened? And then we were all thinking it's like they thought he stepped out or something, and then all of a sudden they called a fair catch for like, what the hell? It went from the highest of highs to about 70,000 water bottles thrown on the field at Kinnick Stadium. But, I mean, that was still one of the craziest plays I think I've ever seen, man.
Well, congratulations. You had an incredible year, and this is a great honor. I know that it means a lot to you, and it means a lot to Johnny and the rest of the people at the Jet Award. We're looking forward to seeing you tonight, and thanks for stopping in.
Appreciate it, man.
That's Katen Wetjen. Johnny.